Anything you go after that is outside of God's will, you have to stay outside of God's will in order to keep it. Good job. What is up, y'all? My name is Ebby Faith. I am a wife, a mama, and a full-time entrepreneur. I created this channel. This is a faith-based channel where we'll talk about not only faith, but also business as a full-time Christian entrepreneur as well. I am dedicated to inspiring and empowering you to achieve your dreams while honoring your faith. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. We are just getting started on this channel. I'm gonna be dropping videos weekly, sometimes twice a week. I honestly don't know what day I'll be dropping them. Yeah, I know that's a thing. You're supposed to just know what day. I don't know yet. I don't know. But the videos will be dropped weekly. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Now, because I value your time, we're gonna skip through all the nonsense introduction in the beginning of this video. Let's just get into it. Because I have a message for y'all today, and I feel like it is going to help so many people. It's a message that has helped me and inspired me to go ahead and get started with this channel, even though I pushed it off for 2 years and did not want to start. We're here now, so we're doing it. So let's get going. Let me start by saying this. This is a key quote, I think I got from Lady London. I don't know, but it is a powerful quote. So listen, anything you go after that is outside of God's will, you have to stay outside of God's will in order to keep it. Let that sink in. I don't know how many times I have gone after a job or an opportunity that wasn't inside of God's will, and I ended up just feeling drained and empty and just feeling like I was spinning my wheels because I did it outside of God's will, which means I had to stay outside of his will in order to keep that position, keep that opportunity, keep whatever it is that I was trying to obtain. It never seemed to work or flow smoothly because it just was not inside of God's will. I was in the fitness industry for the past 10 years. And by the end of it, I just felt like I was going through the motions. I was acting out of my own will. I was doing things that were not what God was calling me to do. And it just brought me to a dead end. So now we're here and we're doing things differently. Now we are focused on serving God and doing what he has truly called me to do. Which brings us to our subject for today. How do we know what God is calling us for, and how do we step into that? Let's get into it. So, point number 1, the most important part of knowing what the will of God is for your life and stepping into it is prayer. Prayer is the most important part, getting in communication with God to know what it is that he is trying to tell you, what he's trying to move you towards, what steps you're supposed to be taking. Honestly, I just completed a fast, and 2 days ago, God tugged on my heart again and told me, it's time to start that YouTube channel. And here I am 2 days later. So, prayer is number 1. Number 2, after you pray, Listen, a lot of times we will just pray and then keep moving forward with our lives and not actually take the time to sit in silence, sit in stillness, and really listen to what God is telling you to. Okay, see, not today, Satan. Not today, Satan. My camera keeps turning off because the message is too good. But anyway, we're going to keep moving forward. Most of the time, God is just waiting for you to take a step forward in order to give you that next step to take. You don't necessarily have to see the full picture. You don't have to know exactly where it's going, what the full picture of your calling is. Maybe you do, but a lot of times God will take you step by step and he'll guide you and lead you through the process. You do not have to feel like you know exactly what the end result is going to be, because we serve a mighty God and he can do anything at any moment. So it is your job when you listen to take a step forward. meet God there so that he can continue to give you the next step. So start taking those steps, regardless of if they're big or small. For instance, me, this YouTube channel, I heard it. Look, I don't know where it's going. I don't know exactly every message. I don't have everything planned out, but I'm choosing to be obedient because I know the blessings will follow. Just take a step, just take action, just start. No matter how big, how small, how scared you feel, how out of your comfort zone it is, just take the first step and watch what God does. Last but certainly not least, number 4 is to check back in with God and pivot when necessary. This is a crucial step that you just don't want to miss in your journey to understanding and walking in your calling. If you've prayed, you've listened, you've taken those steps forward, you want to make sure that you are continuing to take the steps on the right path that God is leading you down. So you could start getting a little off track. So it's important to reconnect with God often. Continue to ask for guidance and clarity moving forward on the next steps so that you aren't just making moves thinking you are walking in God's will, thinking you are walking in purpose, and you're just getting off path. So keep reconnecting with God, keep confirming that you are taking the steps necessary to walk into your calling. And if you do get a little off track, making sure you pivot when necessary. Like, hey, I stepped off track a little bit, but I'm coming back on the path that you have put me on, that you want me to go down. So pivot and reconnect back with God as often as needed. I really hope this message has helped you today in walking towards your calling and being able to take that step into what God is calling you to do. Now, quick little accountability practice for this community. If you're watching the video, drop a comment below. What has God placed on your heart that you are delaying in taking steps towards? Let's hold each other accountable, drop it below, and let's push each other to take those steps towards being our greatest, best self and best servant for God. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And I can't wait for the growth of this community. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below. See you guys next.